or something like that, you know. And so then they said, would you like a ride, Bloomfield? So I said, yes, I would. So I just had my khaki clothes, and these guys were booted and suited with caps and, you know, everything, spurs. And so I rode this horse, and I was going like this, and the horse, the other guy was like, come on, bloody horse, and with the spurs and whips. And so I came about second last, and the girl was sitting near the winning post. And so she saw me come about last, so I thought, well, that wasn't so good, you know, good impression. And the other guy that she came with, another guy in a Chevrolet car with a horse wagon and everything, and I thought, well, he's a bit one jump ahead of me now, also in the race now. So, but I still loved her very much, and I didn't know what to do. So then they said, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to auction this polo pony, complete with saddle and bridle. Give me a bid, somebody. It's got to be sold. What a bargain, sir. £100, £90, £80, 70, 60. Somebody give me a bid. And so I had £10 in my pocket. I thought if I could buy that horse, and I could go and see that girl. So then I was so excited, I said, £5. And he said, the owner nodded his head like that. So then they said, 5, I've got 5, Fever, 5, 6, Trixie, 70, 88, and the 9, Nina from Pasadena, 10, the cock and the hen, the big dick, 10. Anyone going to give me a bid on 10? And nobody, and so the owner went like that. He said, going, gone, the horse is yours, Mr. Bloomfield. So now I had a horse and a saddle and bridle. So he said, would you like to ride, sir? So I just got on the horse. I was just going to spring on the horse. And to my astonishment, the girl put her hand on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was this beautiful girl with the sun shining in her golden hair. And she said, would you like me to be a partner with you in this horse? And I turned around to her, and I said, you live too far away. And I got on the horse. I felt that I was the lowest creature, lower than the horse's hooves. I thought that I was the mud. That I said that. I should have said, of course, you know, what a wonderful idea. Instead I said, you live too far away. Come on! And I hit the horse like this, through the bush. I don't know what I felt. Terrible. Anyhow, so that horse bucked me off. It fell down at full gallop. It ran into a barbed wire fence and ran straight into a gum tree. It was blind in one eye. And you couldn't stop it. I was practically just about crippled. I didn't break any bones. So I was very unhappy, and I saw Musa. They said, why don't you borrow my bicycle? So I rode on the bike, and I went to go and see Mary, and I said, I'm going to go plant tobacco down by the river. And she said, and who will look after you, and who will darn your socks? And I said, well, nobody. She said, would you like me to come? I said, yes, I would. So she said, I said, do you mean married? She said, yes. Do you want me to marry you? She said, yes. I was in heaven, absolutely out of my mind. I couldn't believe it, you know. I rode back on the bicycle, and I think I rode about some thousands of kilometers. I really was very, very much in love with her. This is the house where I used to live. It was a very, very friendly place. Well, I haven't been here for about 20 years. This used to be a place of welcoming people, anybody. Come in, come and stay for the night. Don't go back on Sunday, go back on Monday. That's the lovely pool that I built. I enjoyed the days that I stayed in this house because I was with my wife and my family was all around me. But then we had to sell the farm. So I don't regret it. I regret it for my wife maybe because she was really the farmer. She was really a good farmer, and this was her home. But she's adapted. She made a new life, and of course I have my life, and so I go down there and meet her sometimes, and go and see the family. Sometimes I get a bit lonely up there. Well, I've got a lot of friends up there, but still sometimes I long for the family. And the main factor in my life, the main thing, is that I discovered after I'd been rich, having this house, a Mercedes-Benz, a beautiful swimming pool and a tennis court, to go and live in an old mine building and then have a truck, and from the truck to a motorbike, and from a motorbike to a bicycle. And no smart clothes. I was just in a pair of khaki trousers and a pair of old tennis shoes, digging and covered with dust, and sometimes covered with scratches from the thorns in the mountain. And people thought that I was some kind of a wild man, you know, and they wouldn't let me use the telephone. I was so different. To let go is to hold, and to hold is to lose. If you try and grip onto something too tightly, and I was gripping too tightly onto this farm, the whole situation, trying to hang on to it. To let go is to hold. There's no lack. I believe that there's no lack, and there's no lack of wonderful life, and every moment of life is absolutely fantastic. Eh?
Okay, stay there. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we grab there. You go to machine now.
Yeah. This mountain is really something very, very special in our lives. This mountain showered us with the treasure of the Serpentine. And so we belong to this mountain. It doesn't belong to us. It will belong to nobody, this mountain. So we really are what you call stone rich. Because all of us here, the stone changed our lives. Whatever we were doing before, growing tobacco or farming or even to be born on this mountain here is something very special. Bakali here was born on this down below this mountain here, and Samuel, he lives in the area here. So he was one of the first sculptors to come to Tengenenge, and Vuma is one of the children of the people who take care of the spirit of the